Our shared experiences today offers a glimpse of what can be achieved when we all have the courage to shine a light on person-centredness, to trust it, and to show when we change our thinking, everything changes. The title of my experience is Weaving Invisible Threads. If not me, then who? If not now, then when? I will begin with a Japanese poem called a haiku. Heart beating, eyes meet. You can do this, weave a thread. Stronger together. Person-centered moments can change everything, how we think, act, and be with others, enabling us to weave invisible threads that protect, support, and enable helpful relationships. This is not just a story, but an experience that moved me, and to share its meaning requires that I tell it both narratively and expressively. In January 2021, during the third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, I was one of many volunteers arriving at a nursing home to care for our elderly. I brought myself, my values, my skills, my knowledge, and my fears to work that day. I was not known in this setting. I was not the practice development coordinator, but a team member, there to care, trying to make a difference together in a difficult situation, surrounded by COVID-19. While doffing PPE, I observed the person beside me remove her gloves correctly and place in the bin, and then proceed to remove her goggles without sanitizing her hands. My thinking at this moment was, what can I do? Mind racing, deep breathe, take a moment. Take a moment to observe, not to judge, but to see, hear, feel, and wonder, what can I? To react, not to blame, but how can I enable? To consider language, not just speech, but what words can I say? In that moment, I felt the same human need to care, protect, and keep her safe, as I did when I volunteered to work to keep our elderly safe. I needed to act, to cast an invisible thread. I found myself begin, I wonder if I can show you something that might help keep you safe. We spent a few moments talking about the steps in doffing PPE and why hand sanitizing after removal of gloves is so important. Understanding the why can help us make changes. We come to work to care, to make a difference. My title does not define me, but my thoughts, actions, and my being does. This person-centered moment enabled me to challenge an observation in a safe, non-threatening way. It changed me. I felt I connected in a way that made a difference, at a time when we were both vulnerable and needed kindness, care, and compassion. I felt the thread I wove enabled her to feel supported, cared for. I learned the power of enabling someone else also enables you. These threads have the power to change everything. So, what has this experience taught me? I believe once we begin to weave invisible threads of person-centeredness, everything changes. These invisible threads grow strong, supporting, caring, enabling helpful relationships. Be present every day. Never miss an opportunity to weave an invisible thread, to connect in a healthful way. The reward is far-reaching. I hope sharing my experience today inspires you to be courageous, to take thoughtful leaps of faith and weave invisible threads. Heart beating, eyes meet. You can do this. Weave a thread. Stronger together.